Have you ever pondered about the financial mistakes you've made in your past and how they could have been avoided? It's a question that often lingers in the back of our minds, isn't it? We've all had those moments of reflection where we consider the financial decisions we've made and how they've shaped our lives. The truth is, financial mistakes are a part of life, a part of the learning process. They are the stepping stones that lead us on a path to better understanding our financial habits and how they impact our overall wealth and well-being. But wouldn't it be nice if we could bypass some of these errors, if we could learn from the mistakes of others, rather than making them ourselves? Now I want you to think back on some of the financial decisions you've made. Maybe it was that impulse purchase you made on a whim, a fancy gadget that you didn't really need. Or perhaps it was that investment opportunity that you let slip through your fingers because you were scared to take the risk. Or maybe, just maybe, it was something as simple as not saving enough or not starting to save early enough. The beauty of financial mistakes is that they come in all shapes and sizes and they can strike at any age. But here's the good news. It's never too late to learn, and it's never too late to change. Each financial mistake we make is a lesson waiting to be learned. And the sooner we learn these lessons, the sooner we can start making better financial decisions, the kind that not only avoid mistakes but also set us on the path to financial freedom. So let's take this journey together. Let's delve into the world of financial mistakes, not to dwell on them, but to learn from them, and to better understand how we can avoid them in the future. Now, imagine a future where you are free from these mistakes and enjoying a secure financial life. A future where you are not just surviving but thriving. A future where financial freedom isn't just a dream, but a reality. That's the future we're working towards. That's the future we can achieve. The 20s, a time of freedom, exploration, and yes, financial blunders. It's the decade where many of us make our first steps into the world of adulting, and with it comes a host of common financial mistakes. Firstly, there's the trap of overspending on non-essential items. It's easy to fall into the lure of the latest gadgets, designer clothes, or lavish holidays, especially given the constant bombardment from social media showcasing luxurious lifestyles. But remember, these are wants, not needs. Over time, such habits can lead to a cycle of debt that becomes increasingly tough to break free from, forcing you to live paycheck to paycheck. Next, there's the mistake of not saving enough. It can be tempting to think that there's plenty of time to start saving, but the reality is, the earlier you start, the better. Even small amounts saved regularly can accumulate into significant sums over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. Not having a safety net in case of emergencies can leave you vulnerable and stressed, and nobody wants that, right? Finally, one of the biggest financial missteps in your 20s is ignoring retirement savings. You might think retirement is a distant reality, but believe it or not, your 20s is the ideal time to kickstart your retirement fund. The power of compounding means the earlier you start, the less you'll have to save later on. Ignoring this can mean playing catch-up in your later years, which can be a daunting and challenging task. All these mistakes, while common, can have long-term consequences. They can set a worrying financial trend for your future, and might even impact your lifestyle and choices in your 30s and beyond. But here's the silver lining. These mistakes are not inevitable. With a little discipline, planning, and financial literacy, you can navigate your way around these pitfalls. These mistakes could set a worrying financial trend for your future, but the good news is, they can be avoided. As we progress into our 30s, our priorities change, but so do our financial mistakes. The third decade of our lives often brings about life-altering events such as marriage, home ownership, and even parenthood. With these changes come new financial challenges, and unfortunately, the potential for missteps increases. One common pitfall in our 30s is not investing wisely. Instead of putting money into appreciating assets like stocks, bonds, or real estate, many of us tend to spend on depreciating items such as cars and gadgets. Remember, every pound spent today is a pound plus potential interest lost tomorrow. It's crucial to start investing wisely in assets that grow over time, creating a snowball effect for your wealth. Another common mistake is neglecting to build an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses can arise at any moment. Without an emergency fund, these unforeseen costs can lead to debt or financial instability. So it's imperative to set aside a portion of your income for emergencies. Think of it as a safety net, providing peace of mind and financial security when you need it most. Finally, let's talk about insurance. It's easy to think, it won't happen to me, but the truth is, life's unforeseen events don't discriminate. Whether it's health, home, or life insurance, it's important to have the right coverages in place. Insurance isn't just about protecting yourself, it's about safeguarding your family's financial future as well. Avoiding these mistakes isn't about depriving yourself of enjoyment today, but rather about securing a more comfortable and worry-free future. It's about making informed decisions that align with your long-term goals. After all, financial security isn't a destination. It's a journey that requires constant vigilance and smart choices. Remember, being financially prepared isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. As we navigate through our 30s, let's strive not just to make money, but to make our money work for us. Let's aim not just for wealth, but for financial wellness. Life after 40 can be the most financially challenging, but also the most rewarding if you avoid certain mistakes. As we journey into the fourth decade of our lives and beyond, it's crucial to be aware of some common financial missteps that can hinder our financial stability. One such mistake is not diversifying your investments. It's easy to get comfortable with a certain kind of investment, but putting all your eggs in one basket is a risky game. Investing in a broad range of assets can help reduce risk and potentially increase returns. Think of it as a financial buffet. You wouldn't fill your plate with just one dish, would you? Diversification allows you to taste a bit of everything, making your financial meal more balanced and satisfying. Another common misstep is not planning for retirement. It's not the most exciting topic, but ignoring it won't make it go away. Remember, retirement isn't an age, it's a financial number. It's about having enough money to live comfortably and continue doing the things you love. So start planning for it now. Understand your pension options, consider additional saving strategies, and if possible, consult with a financial advisor to create a robust retirement plan. The third mistake to avoid is neglecting estate planning. It's a subject many of us would rather not think about, but it's vital for ensuring our loved ones are taken care of when we're no longer around. Estate planning isn't just for the wealthy, it's for anyone who wants to have a say in how their assets are distributed after they're gone. It involves creating a will, appointing an executor, and possibly setting up trusts. It's a way of leaving a clear, legally binding roadmap for your loved ones to follow. In our 40s and beyond, we have the wisdom and experience to make sound financial decisions. By avoiding these mistakes, we can plan for a secure and comfortable financial future. After all, the goal is to live a comfortable life, not just get by. So what can we learn from these common financial mistakes? The first lesson is the virtue of financial prudence in your 20s. This period is often marked by the excitement of earning your own money and the temptation to live in the moment. However, it's crucial to resist the allure of frivolous spending and instead focus on saving and investing. Let's not forget the story of Tim, who had to struggle in his 30s because he didn't save enough in his 20s. It's not about living a life of deprivation, but rather about understanding the value of each penny earned. Moving on to our 30s, the pitfalls become more complex. This is often a period of significant life changes, such as starting a family or buying a home. The key here is to avoid overextending yourself financially. It's important to live within your means and prioritize your financial goals. Think of Sarah, who had to sell her house because she didn't plan her finances well while buying it. Remember, a bigger house or a more luxurious car is not always a sign of financial stability. As we progress into our 40s and beyond, the focus shifts towards retirement planning. It's easy to put this off, thinking it's a concern for the distant future. But as the story of Robert illustrated, neglecting your retirement fund can lead to a financially insecure old age. It's essential to contribute consistently to your retirement fund, regardless of how far off retirement might seem. In conclusion, each stage of life presents its own financial challenges, but with a little planning and a lot of discipline, we can navigate these challenges successfully. The key is to start early, live within our means, and never lose sight of our financial goals. Remember, it's never too late to start making better financial decisions. Your future self will thank you.